Hey, welcome back to the channel, Sun's Out, Guns Out today. And I want to welcome you to my 100 subscriber special. This is an FAQ video celebrating 100 subscribers. As you know, when you hit some of these milestones, YouTube will send you like a plaque with a silver play button or a gold play button. Just got my play button today. It's right here. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you can see that. It's just a digital play button. It's not like a physical copy because it's only 100 subscribers, but they tell me when I get to 200, they're going to send me like an actual physical thing in the mail. So I'm pretty excited about that. Well, guys, I feel like I should talk about the channel a little bit, state of the channel and how we got here and where we're going, and maybe answer some frequently asked questions. This is an earplug case. I wear earplugs with every shot I take. No, I don't do that. I usually wear ear muffs. I prefer muff type hearing protectors. I do sometimes wear little foam squishy earplugs and they work really well. But I'm not crazy about sticking stuff in my ears, so I don't usually do that. If I'm shooting something really loud, I'll wear earplugs and earmuffs. Or sometimes if I'm shooting a long gun and those earmuffs get in the way, I'll switch to earplugs. But usually I'm wearing the muff type hearing protectors. In a lot of conditions, I'll sweat under them. I don't really like that, but it's better than sticking stuff in my ears. So, you know, it's a trade-off. I am a big advocate of wearing hearing protection though, and I would recommend that all of you do that too when you're shooting. Protect your hearing, also protect your eyes. When I was younger, I didn't care that much about hearing protection, definitely didn't care about eye protection. It is easy to understand why hearing protection is important because when you're shooting, there's always a loud noise. But most of the time when you're shooting, nothing's gonna get in your eyes. Your eyes are fine. It's only that rare occasion when you get pieces of a bullet that ricochet or that shave off a forcing cone in a revolver or something like that, or you pierce a primer, that you can get stuff in your eyes, and then it's pretty catastrophic. With hearing protection, it's this injury that happens slowly over time, and eye injuries happen quickly all at once and unpredictably. But I do advocate wearing safety glasses. I've had break top revolvers, old ones that when fired would break open and I get sprayed in the eye, have a pierced primer or whatever. And I was very glad, well, I didn't get hit in the eye because I was wearing hearing protection, but it splattered my face with fouling. And I could have had an eye injury if I hadn't been wearing eye protection. So I was very glad that I had that. And I've had revolvers that would spit fragments from forcing cones. I don't remember ever being hit with like a ricocheting fragment or a ricocheting bullet. That's never happened. Hit a rock on the range or shooting steel targets or something, but it certainly could. So I do recommend wearing eye protection. You may see me shooting occasionally without it. It's most of the time pretty low risk. It's just unlikely that you would have an eye injury on the range, but when you do have it, it's catastrophic. So it's low risk, but it's high stakes. So I do recommend wearing those. I would like to thank so many people who've helped me with the channel. And I refer to them in the videos sometimes only by first name, but there are a lot of people who have made available to me firearms to review and made available ammo. I've got some guys who supply me with targets. You know, doing all of this could be very expensive if I didn't have some people kind of helping me out. A lot of them are people who own gun shops around here or they work in gun shops around here, and they're able to make some of their inventory available to me to go and evaluate. I am not allowed to say, I don't think, where those gun shops are or the name of them because I don't want to support or make a commercial for commercial business or I'm looking for promote. I don't want to promote a commercial business here on YouTube because YouTube has all these rules against promoting gun sales, making sales available. So you may hear me say, hey, this pistol's in a local gun shop, but I can't tell you what the price is and I can't tell you where it's for sale. Somewhere in the US, and that's all I can say. Not that most of you would be running out to buy it anyway, but these are YouTube's rules. In any event, so I want to thank all those people who have helped me acquire the things I need to make videos and do reviews. Very nice of them. And they know who they are. But there are several of them who helped me out. I've got relationships with several gun shops around here. Want to thank everybody who has clicked like or dislike on a video or commented or subscribed or just watched the videos. because that really helps me promote my channel. I certainly couldn't have gotten to 100 subscribers without those promotions. People helping to promote the channel in that way. Some of you have come here looking for Paul Harrell's content. In fact, his brother Roy has sort of implied, sort of promised you that if you come to my channel, you'll find his videos posted here. You'll find his comment, but I hate to disappoint you. There is none of his comment here. None of his content here. I've never posted any of his videos. It's only my content. So if you're looking for Paul Harrell, you won't find him here. You will find something that's kind of similar. I don't do exactly the same kind of videos he would do, but I try to do something similar to the extent that I'm able. But I don't want to disappoint any of you. Paul would occasionally talk about politics on the channel, and he never promoted any particular political view or candidate or policy or political party, and I don't do that either. I have had people ask me about political affiliations, about political parties and candidates and so on. And my channel is very apolitical and very intentionally so. I'm not going to promote any particular political view. If you love a certain candidate or hate that candidate, that's fine. It's got nothing to do with me or my channel. You love a certain policy or hate it, that's fine. It's got nothing to do with me or my channel. I don't promote that here. I do have political opinions, very strong opinions, but I don't voice them here on the channel. I don't want that to be part of the channel. There are lots of channels that do that very well. They do it better than I could do it. And there are great places to do that on YouTube and other places on the web. This isn't one of them. I will say that if there are certain people who think that voting is immoral, and they have good reasons for thinking so, but I would say that if you are a person who thinks that voting is moral, that it's okay, that you should go do that. You should make your political opinions known. People who are in the shooting community should go, they should contact their representatives frequently and let them know, hey, I'm here, I vote, and I would like you to support certain policies. And if you don't support those policies, then I can't vote for you. I'll have to vote for someone else. And I think that could be extremely powerful. So I do recommend that all of you get involved in voting and get involved in politics if you feel comfortable doing that, if you feel that's a moral thing to do. Now, if you're one of those people who feels that voting is immoral, then I wouldn't encourage you to do that. I wouldn't encourage you to do something that's not in line with your conscience. And I may occasionally, I don't foresee doing this, but I may talk about some political issue on the channel, and I wouldn't promote a certain point of view, but I may say, hey, there's this new piece of legislation, and if you have an opinion about that, you should probably contact your legislator and let him know. And, you know, I may do that sometime in the future, although I've not done that before. But that's about the extent to which I would ever talk about politics on the channel, and certainly wouldn't tell any of you how you should vote or what you should think. But guys, I feel very privileged to have gotten to 100 subscribers. It happened fairly quickly. I'm hoping I can do another one of these at 500 or 1,000 subscribers or whatever. And 100 subscribers is not many, but it's a start. And I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased that we've gotten this far, and I'm hopeful about where we're going in the future. Well, guys, please stay tuned for more hopefully interesting firearm content, and there's probably going to be some silliness as well, because I can't help but be a little silly on the range, as long as we do it in a safe way. We try to have some fun on the channel. As always, keep your powder dry. Now, a lot of people ask the question, who am I to offer you any advice on shooting or defense, anything like that? Well, when I was in college, was captain of the pistol team at my college and president of the rifle club, although we had a very small team and a very small club, so it wasn't much of an honor. And yeah, I competed in some matches. I don't remember winning any. I did pretty well, but I've never been a fantastic shot with a pistol. I was pretty good in my youth, and I'm still okay, not great. Never was a great shot with a rifle. My grandfather raised me to be a rifleman. He was a rifleman, and when I was a kid, I did have some proficiency with a rifle, but I think that's deteriorated over the years. At best, I'm a mediocre rifle shot, probably not even mediocre, really. My dad is more of a pistolero, and hardly ever seen him shoot a rifle or a shotgun. When we go shooting or what have you, he's shooting a pistol. My grandfather was not much of a pistolero. He was a rifleman. He only ever in his life, I think, owned 3 pistols and not more than 2 at a time. And really only ever shot one of them very much. He had a Ruger Mark I that he would carry if he was hiking or something like that. If he wasn't hunting and he thought he might need a gun, but probably wouldn't, it was just easy to carry. You throw it in a satchel, in a leather holster, in like a shoulder bag, just in case he needed it, in case he encountered a snake or something. Don't remember him ever needing to use the pistol. Sometimes we would go and we'd do some target shooting or something if we were in the woods. But so I grew up shooting and hunting and fishing, although I don't really do any fishing anymore. Have an extensive background there. Does that make me an expert? No, not necessarily, not really. I'm just somebody who's been enthusiastic about shooting all his life, and I followed it as a hobby. I've done a lot of hand loading, and I've done some black powder shooting, even air gun quite a bit, especially when I was in college. So yeah, I have some expertise, but I don't have nearly as much as Paul Harrell did. But that's who I am. I'm just a lifelong enthusiast, and I don't necessarily consider myself an expert, but whatever information I have, I'll try to pass on to you.